What's up? Welcome back to the Sweet Cherry Podcast. I am your host, Cherry, and you are tuning in to the Sweet Cherry Podcast. We are streaming on multiple platforms, YouTube. What else do I have? iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and that's just to name a few. But if you are following us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like and a share. Most importantly, we're also on Patreon where you can get topics that are a little more spicier. And not only that, there are behind the scene footages, pictures, and things that you just don't normally see on our regular shows. So don't forget to go support us and show us some love. Just give us a little love. You know what I'm saying? If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna press one of these. I gotta label these. Here we go. I found the one. So, basically, I kind of just wanted to jump on here and, chit chat with you guys, and yeah, I'm here. I'm here for it. I've been talking with my girls, and we've been talking about working, and some of my friends, we do content online, some of them not, or whatever. And we're just talking about how, fear holds us back, like you scared to fail, or, or bring an idea to fruition, one of those. And it holds you back from doing something that you kind of always wanted to do, or in many aspects of life. Sometimes you don't audition for a gig because you're scared you're not good enough, or sometimes there's a job you want, but you might think like maybe you're not good enough for the job, and that fear kind of just holds you back from succeeding or trying, because you're scared of failure, or you're scared of whatever it is that mentally eats your brain alive. Because you have so much doubt, or just scared to take the jump. um and it's normal. It is normal. Everybody has like a fear of something, um especially when things are not easy. I think a lot of people want everything handed to them so quickly. Like, everything has to be fast. Like, I got to make money fast. I got to learn something fast. I got to do this fast. Um, and we live in a fast paced world. I'm from New York, and New York is fast paced. We're always on the move, walking, traffic, like, the everything is just like on the move. And I think that also follows you into your life. Like, you want everything so quickly. You want instant gratification. And in reality, when you want something done right, or you want something um to succeed, you have to really work at it, and you have to take the time to build whatever it is that you want, that you're trying to accomplish. Like, if you want to be a doctor, you have to go through the training, you have to go through school, you have to learn a lot, you have to do a lot to get to being a doctor. And it's not easy. It's not instant job that you're going to get. It's not an instant degree that you're going to get. And it's frustrating, because you have to do so much to get to where you want to be, when there's other maybe jobs or things that you don't have to do or put so much work in. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to um you're not going to be as successful, or even financially maybe financially where you want to be with that quick gratification, because it's just like a short term, you know, thing. Um and I'm saying that because you know, I have been in situations where I didn't want to put the work in. I want to get what I want, and I want to get it now. Like, I want it quick. I don't want to do all that, or I'm going to let whoever put the work in, and maybe I'll jump in later, or things like that. And you know, but that has taught me, like, there is no quick fix. There is no quick way to really succeed. You know what I'm saying? Or to accomplish um things that you want to accomplish. Like, I feel like as fast as you can get something, that instant gratification is as fast as it can be gone, you know? Like, you're it, you might I'm trying to think of a good example, a good instant gratification uh example, where you're gonna, let's say, make a lot of money real quick. You know what I'm saying? let's say let's say it's dealing drugs, right? So you might get money real quick, but it's not that's an instant gratification. But in the long haul, you're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna lend Probably not even saving your money. You're just, spending it. So you're still gonna end up kind of broke. And you most importantly, you're gonna end up in jail. Or dead, God forbid, because I don't know, there might be a rival or whatever the case may be. And, these things happen. This is just an example, but that's an example of a instant gratification, when you want the money right now, and, you're just worrying about the moment. You're not really worrying about what's ahead and what's to come, Um, but and it can be very draining, and it could be at times disappointing. But the truth is, the more the struggle that you put in, and the hard work that you put into anything that you want to accomplish in life, the outcome, and when you finally reach your goal or whatever, it that feeling is so worth the struggle. It's so worth the headache. And of course, there are times, you might want to give up and just try something different or whatever. But when you don't, and you keep going, it's like the best feeling in the world. Like, cuz you put your work in, and then once you put the work in, you're able to just actually really enjoy the benefits. You're actually enjoying, the hard work. It pays off. You're going to enjoy that new job. You're going to enjoy that new income that you might be looking at. And after you put in that hard work, that's, you can sit back a little bit and take a breath, and, like, all right, I made it, But you can't stay there, though. You have to keep going. You have to keep building on that, and making more and more and more. This way, you don't get comfortable. Like, you always want to do better. Um, will there ever be a time where you just like, okay, I'm done. Like, this, I've reached where I want to be? And yeah, of course there is. There's going to be a time, and that's fine. If you're at where you want to be, and you're like, all right, I'm not going to go any further than where I'm at right now, and I'm satisfied with that, that's awesome. But you still have to maintain what you're doing. You still have to put in the effort to keep it afloat and keep going. And but the hard work to actually get it to where it is, that's the biggest struggle. You can't, and that's when most people tend to give up. But you can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing on and following through with what you want. It's so easy to give up. It's so easy to give up and just be like, it's not going to work. I'm going. I'm forget about this, and move on to a different something else, a different job, a different project, whatever the case may be. It's so easy to just give up. People give up faster than they put in work to get to where they want to be. And that is like 100% the truth. Um, like for me, I've started in YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a really long time. And, you know, I've wanted to give up. And I probably have given up a few times, like taking little breaks and stuff like that. Or, a few times. But I always go back. I do go back and I do continue on. And, you know, am I still where I wanna be? No, I'm not. As long as I've been doing it, I'm still not where I wanna be, and that's because of the breaks that I take, because I do lose motivation, I do lose focus, I do lose, um, you know, I said motivation, but I do lose, confidence. I lose a lot because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work to even make YouTube videos, if you want to make it something. If you're just doing it as a hobby and just for fun and not really looking to really build it, then that's different. But when you want to make something out of it, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And I have given up and wanted to give up for, quite a few times. Quite a few times. But at the end of the day, I didn't. I'm still here. I'm still, you know, pushing through, trying to make videos and content and, meet new people with um, the same drive or the same interest as, I have when it comes to filming, because a lot of people don't really like to film. They get embarrassed and they get shy, and, and they're like, like, just get this video out of my face and things like that. Or, you know, they don't really think like you're gonna do anything with it. Like, you're not gonna be rich or you're not gonna be famous or whatever the case may be. So they're kind of like, you know, stop doing that or move on to something else. Or I don't wanna, they don't wanna be part of it. Um, because they don't want to be on screen, or a lot of different things. I've heard it all. So I've heard and seen it all. But I don't let that discourage me, because this is just something that I really like to do, and and I encourage anybody that wants to try it and do it to try and do, i I genuinely love recording. And do I get discouraged? Absolutely. But I think that's normal for anybody and for everybody. There are many times that I've gotten discouraged, and I've set myself back because of that discouragement. And you just can't let that fear and that discouragement stop you. Maybe you need to take a break, clear your brain, clear your mind, and regroup, refocus. And that's fine. That's fine. But always get back. Always get back to it. Get back to studying. Get back to preparing for a certain job. If always get back to it, because in the end, if you don't try your hardest, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret not giving your all. And and that's just something that I've picked up along the way, you know. I've taken, like I said, I've taken many breaks, and because of that, because of the discouragement, and because I'm not where I wanted to be, or and I'm like, just forget. I'm just gonna forget about that, and but you can't. You have to always keep on going. Life is discouraging enough. Like people, it's just you have to just build yourself up. I know it's so hard and it's easier said than done because, we're human, we're human and we're emotional and, we feel setbacks and we feel the negative energies that could be around and make us give up or lose that hope. Um, but at the end, you just have to wipe it out your mind and keep going. Like, don't be afraid to work. Don't be afraid to put your all in, and even if you do fail, after you've put all your hard work in, you just have to just say, you know what, I did absolutely everything in my power that I could to succeed in whatever. And it, for whatever reason, it's just not meant to happen. It's not meant for me. And there's nothing else I could think of to help me or to make it work, but I can say 1000% I've done everything I could in my power to try to make it work, you know? And then at that point, if you want to walk away, take a break, and then start on something else, look for something else because there's so much, so much out there that can be done that people can pick up on. And, you know, and failing does not mean, you know, you were wrong or you're doing something wrong or, you know, it just means that at that point in time, that's not for you. There's something else. There's something else out there. You just have to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and continue on and find what it is that is going to take you to the next level in life because I refuse to believe there's just like this. No, I don't want to say like just this or whatever, but there's so much that life can offer you, but you just have to put the work in to try to get it. And you can't be lazy about it. You can't be lazy about it. You have to just get up and do what needs to be done, for yourself because at the end of the day, that's all there really is you. No one is going to really be like, get up and go, even for, regular daily stuff. Like, you have to get up and wash your dishes, do your laundry, clean your house and things like that. But no one is going to be like, "Oh, come on, let's go do laundry," and make it like, you know, yes, it's a chore, but it's something that needs to be done so you can be presentable and clean and when you're out in the world. But I refuse to believe like we just work 9 to 5s and come home, cook, clean. If you have a family, take care of the family, or like I think there's so much more that we can do. There's so many places in the world to travel to. There's so many jobs, different types of jobs that can be done. And maybe it's not something you've heard of and it's something that you can, try something new. So I just refuse like to believe that we wake up every day just to go to work and come home and not, and just take care of the family and home stuff and not really embrace what life has to offer. And again, sometimes you need to work on being able to, you know, see what life has to offer. It's all fun when you're young and you're like, "Oh, we're partying and this, that, and the other," and like, oh, going clubbing and drinking and stuff like that. But there's also more than that. There's also more than that. There's so much more than partying and going out. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun, but it's not something that you should want to do all the time, once in a while, and then, spend the rest of your time learning something new, learning a new language, learning of a new place, traveling someplace, seeing new sights. This world is huge and there's so much to see. And, you can't be afraid of that. You have to just, put your mind to it, take that negative energy that's holding you back, and just really be like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this and work my butt off so I can accomplish what I want to do and do the things that I want to do and see the places I want to see, and not just be like, oh, I'm going to blow my money on a club or whatever the case may be. So, don't let fear hold you back. And just keep pushing through. Always pick yourself up. If you need to take a break and mentally clear your minds, that's fine, because we all need, you know, a break. But always get back on the horse. Always keep going, staying positive. There's always gonna be someone that tries to tear you down, but those are the people we gonna block out. We're gonna put the blinders on and we just blacking all these people out, these naysayers and non-believers, you know? And we're gonna just keep going. We're gonna just keep going. You're gonna keep going and you're gonna accomplish what you set your mind to accomplish. And I fully believe that people can do anything they put their mind to as long as they're willing to put the work in. I 100% believe that. Can we get distracted? Can we fall off sometimes? Absolutely. But it's in the moment that we do fall, what we do next that will determine, our grit. If you stay down, you're going to obviously open up the path to, not non-accomplishments. But if you get up, dust dust yourself off and keep on going, then, obviously you are making the decision to be better and do better and say, you know what? Well, I fell off this time. Next time I'm going to just hold on tighter and try to keep going. It's just in the moments that we fall what we do afterwards that will, help us and determine how strong we're going to be. But you definitely can't let like fear hold you back. If there's a job you want, go interview for it. Like, do it. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe there might be 100 people that are more qualified for that position, but who knows? Maybe maybe you're going to be the 101 person and they like you. Maybe there is something in your personality that the place you're interviewing for likes and they pick up, and your aura is great, and you can be taught certain things and stuff like that. You never know. I was telling my daughter a story um about when I was young. So when I was young, like in junior high school and high school and stuff, I used to dance. I was in the dance program. And in junior high school, my dance teacher, she was really into ballet and stuff like that, and she would take the class to like do workshops and all those things. And when it was time, to start applying for high school, I wanted to go into dance programs, good dance programs. So I had decided that um I was going to apply for LaGuardia High School, which is a very popular, well-known performing arts high school in New York. And I was like, I am going to apply and I'm going to audition to get into the school. And it's hard to get into the school. But I was like, I'm going to do it. And, in the process of waiting for the date of auditions and stuff like that, I was like, oh my God, I am not going to do this. I am not going to make this. Like, I am not I am not that talented. Like I could dance, but but I had my father telling me and encouraging me to do it and that I could do it and don't give up and to audition. And I did. So I did audition. And when I got there, I was discouraged before I got there. When I got there, oh my God. I was highly, highly discouraged. Okay. The people there that were auditioning were like far beyond better dancers than I was. And I was like, I can't believe I'm auditioning at this because I know I am not getting into the school because these dancers, they're like dancers. So as much as I thought I could dance or my friends thought I could dance or my parents thought I could dance, I was not dancing on these people's level. But I was there and I was like, "You know what? I'm here and I'm going to continue on with this audition and I'm going to just put it in my head. I know I'm not getting into this school, but you know what? At least I did it. I accomplished it. I did the mission and I'm going to do my best and that's it. But, I'm not going to I am not going to hype myself up and set myself up with this disappointment when I get told, unfortunately. So I still did the audition and I had a great time at the audition. And there was also other classmates there that were auditioning that were in my dance class in junior high school. And I had a great time. It was a great experience, but I did not get into the school. I didn't get into the school, but I still went and I did my best. I did what I could. And I was already, I already knew that I was not going to be accepted because these dancers that were there, they were so way more talented than myself. And I was like, but I didn't I was discouraged, but I fought off the discouragement to make me want to leave. And I continued on and it's an experience that I have for the rest of my life and that I can talk about and, say, you know what? I knew I wasn't going to get in, but you know what? I still did it anyway. I still did it. Did I do terrible? No, I didn't do terrible, but my skill level was not, you know, what these kids were where these kids were. And I knew that, but I didn't let it discourage me and to the point where I was like, I'm leaving. I'm walking out of here. Goodbye. You know, I'm not I am not going to waste my time. I just took the chance and I did the audition and I just kept it in my head. Like, if I make it, it's a freaking miracle. If I don't make it, then I was already mentally kind of prepared to the not making it anyway. So, but I didn't let it bring me down to the point where I was like, oh, no, I'm not. I give up. I kept on going. And then I auditioned for other schools also. And, no, I auditioned for one other school after that one, and that one, the audition was, I had to choreograph a dance of a certain amount of time or whatever, and, I began choreographing the dance with my, dance teacher in junior high school when I told her that I was auditioning and what they wanted. So, but I never finished choreographing the whole dance. So I went in like basically blind after, the beginning of the dance. We only choreographed the very beginning of it. And then I didn't have anything choreographed afterwards. So I just basically freestyled the rest of the dance. And did it for the amount of time that they allotted. And I got into that school. I got the audition. I mean, I got the acceptance into that school. to do it. So, and I didn't have to well, and I didn't in that school, I didn't have to audition with a group of other people like in LaGuardia. That one you had to audition with lots, and there was like different little to me it's like a test. Like there's like different stages of auditioning. So in the other school that I auditioned, it was just like my time, me, and what I could do, and that was it. Like I wasn't with other people where I can see their talents or they could see mine or anything, which I kind of like because it put less pressure on me. Whereas in LaGuardia, when I auditioned there, seeing all those like spectacular dancers, I was like, "Ugh." I'm going home to mommy. They um but I got into the other school, and I was so excited that I actually auditioned, and I did make it into that one. And I didn't think I was going to get in that one either, because I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't even have the dance. I didn't even have a full dance choreograph. I'm literally just freestyling, doing whatever I think is looking good, but I didn't know crapola." So when I left there, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not getting in this one either." Because did I think I danced well? Did I think I did good? I thought it was good. I thought I did the dance really good and danced well, even though I was just freestyling it. But I was just like, because I was already, not accepted in the other school, I was already like, I'm not gonna get accepted into this one either. So I did have the discouragement there, but I didn't let the fear of it hold me back from still auditioning and whatever. And I was happy. I was happy I got into the school. So you know, you never know until you put yourself out there and actually try and push. And as hard as it may sound, you know, with the fears and stuff like that, you never know what is going to happen. Never know. So you have to just bite the bullet and keep on going, and don't let fear hold you back from the things that you want to try and accomplish, because you just never know what's going to happen. So, yeah. So I am here to tell you to get up and go and fulfill your dreams and work hard to do whatever it is that you have to do to get where you need to be. And if you get overly frustrated and things aren't working out, okay, take a break, step away from it, clear your mind for a little bit, but get back to it. And you'll regret it. You will regret it. I look back now and I'm so thankful that I actually did do those auditions, because it proved to me things about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I get discouraged, I can still be like, no, I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna still do it. And you know and a lot of the time, I do it on my own. Like I don't have the encouragement from many people, or I do have the encouragement. I did have encouragement then also. Like my friends were like, "No, go ahead, do it. You could do it. You dance really good." And obviously my family or whatever. But there are times that some people are like, "You think you're gonna make it?" you know, like they don't believe you're gonna make it, but they don't say it in a way. Just like put it all on you. Like, you think you can do that? Like, okay, go ahead, try it. But in their mind, they're just like, that ain't gonna work. He ain't gonna make it. Try again. But it's all about yourself. You know, you putting in your work and making sure that you don't give up. So that is my message today. Don't give up. If you need to take a break and clear your mind, absolutely. But don't give up and work hard. It takes a lot of work to succeed. So Put your time in, do what you have to do, whether it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years to get and build where you want to be. Do it. Because when you are there, I guarantee you're going to be so happy that you did it. You did it. You accomplished it. And, all those naysayers that were saying no, they can kiss your ass. And, the people that supported you all the way on the way, they're still there and applauding you for continuing on and having that work ethic where you just don't give up, So keep on going, guys. Don't let fear hold you back. Use the fear as fuel to only make you want to work harder. And that's all I'm going to say about that, And like I always say, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys on the next episode. And again, make sure you like and share this episode on YouTube and follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Sweet Cherry Podcast. And I will catch you on the next episode. Later, guys.